So we're going to start our retwist off with a fresh wash. Having a clean slate is 80% of the hard work. If there's previous product buildup or dirt on the scalp or the locks, whenever you add your gel to retwist, then it will not hold. Here I'll be showing you how to do a comb retwist. After parting the locks and separating that first section off, then you'll go in with the comb and twist it to make that sleek look that everyone is looking for. Getting the roots neat is only half the job. Once we do that, then we're going to clean up the loose frizzy hair that is on the outside of the lock using a method called locksmithing. Here you'll use this motion where you push forward with your thumb and push back with your index and your middle finger. While doing that, you're causing the frizzy hair to wrap back around the lock. I prefer to do this all the way down the lock so there's no frizzy hair sticking out. These are long duckbill clips. I prefer to use these when clients have locks that are touching their shoulders. When these clips are placed correctly, then you can elongate the lock. This will be your secret to having a flat retwist. When sectioning locks to go to the next row, most times you'll be met with hair that's trying to connect to the top row. Do not part that hair and rip it away from each other. That's how you cause breakage and a lot of loose hair in between each lock. Instead, you're gonna comb the hairs away from each other and see where they naturally fall first. Then once you see some pieces out of place, you'll go in with the comb and kind of separate it a little bit. If you're met with too much resistance when trying to separate it, use water or a hydration mist to loosen up the hair. Do not part the hair while it is completely dry. Once separated, put some gel on the end of your comb and kind of smooth down the row that you're on. That way, when it's time to retwist, then all you do is go in with your comb and you retwist, and you do not have to reapply too much gel. Your foundation is already set. When it's time to locksmith and there's a lot of frizzy hair, isolate it and pull it out a little bit. Then do the push and pull method that I showed you before, aka locksmithing. Either using your index finger or your middle finger, or both, to pull backwards and your thumb to push forward, creating a uniform lock all the way through. So we're going to revisit these duckbill clips. We do not have to use one clip for each lock. That will only slow down your retwist time. From the nape to the occipital bone, we have two groups. A set of clips on the left for that set of locks, and then a set of clips on the right for that portion of locks. Okay, now I'm just going to show you one more time what isolating that hair and doing the push and pull method will do. Watch how it begins to roll up on itself and naturally start to create that uniform look you're looking for. For faster retwist time, sometimes I'll go in and just retwist the whole row, then go back and put them inside of the clip. So here you can see me going back and doing that. For the best results, I usually only clip 3 rows at a time. What I mean by that is I'll split them in half, and then you see me using 3 clips to keep them flat, but I only do that for 3 rows at a time. That way the locks can lay as flat as possible. And sometimes if you try to force too many locks inside the clips, your clips will start to get loose, but they won't hold as tight no more. So just be mindful of how thick your client's hair is. Whoever parted this client's locks did not part them as proportionate as they should have. But when you get a client like that, use the parts that are already there. That does not mean you should go in and recreate the parts, because then you'll just break off a lot of the hair that's supposed to be inside of certain locks. After I'm done clipping the first 3 rows, now it's time to do a brand new set of clips. You'll see me placing 2 of them in the same direction and 1 other one in the opposite direction. I do this to keep them from flipping the wrong way and to be sure that I have a flat retwist. Also, when placing clips, make sure that you keep enough tension on the locks so that when you clip them, they are placed in that same position. If they are placed in that same position, then when you dry, then they'll dry in that position as well. Placing the tension on it makes sure that your retwist will come out the way that you want it to. Slick and neat. After we're done placing our clips, then we're going to sit them under the dryer for 15 to 20 minutes using cool air. Using cool air helps the product harden. When the air is too hot, then usually it'll melt the gel, causing your retwist to get soft and not stay in place like it should. So instead of keeping them under there for too long with the hot air, just do 20 minutes with cool air. Here's the finished results. I probably should have did better with kind of recording my finished results, but y'all kind of seen it as I was going. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far and you learned a lot, then subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.